I was sitting in on a lecture Auden gave at Harvard about Don Quixote, in which he admitted he never managed to read the novel through to the end. And he doubted whether anyone in the audience could finish the damn thing either. Are you through, Austin?
I think so.
Thank you, Jim. Afterwards, I hung around and invited Auden for tea or sherry or opium, something, and he accepted.
And did he seduce you, you old catamite?
No, he fell asleep. You know, this poached salmon was a bit off today. How was your veal?
Not bad.
Isn't that, you know, he's famous.
You mean the writer? Yes, he's... Well, they say he tried to poison his second wife.
No.
I saw you on television.
Oh, hawking my wares in the marketplace?
I forget what you said. You gave that interviewer a difficult time.
She was an idiot.
Your new book. I haven't read it, of course, but it's supposed to be wonderful, so I've been told.
I told you. I think I'll, do without coffee today, Reg.
Let me sign for it.
Thanks. My best to Slim and Company.
I'll pass on the salutations.
Your scarf? Have a nice day, sir.
You're Austin Blair.
Yes.
Here you go. Here I go.
Connelly wants you.
Whatever it is, I'm busy.
He kind of wants you now.
If he saw the hand I just got dealt, he'd wait. Full house. His master's voice.
Guess who bought the farm?
Who?
Austin Blair.
Austin Blair, hack writer of trash novels?
Austin Blair, a very rich, very successful hack writer of trash novels.
As someone once said, that's not writing, that's typing.
Well, he's dead. Somebody shot him, some wacko, in front of the Arts Club on Gramercy.
What, today?
45 minutes ago.
Public deprived of his insights. World mourns.
Find out who killed him.
Like to shake his hand.
Well, you can shake his hand in the morgue. The psycho popped himself in the head after he offs Blair.
Why me?
I got a hunch this'll sell. You're my golden boy. Won the prize on the police corruption series. I'm handing you this on a platter.
So you're thinking this will play above the fold?
At least a couple of days. You do this right, everybody's gonna want to take us to dinner.
Hey, you can't hang around here. Police business, let's go.
It's okay, officer. He's with the newspaper.
You put my name in the paper?
Sure.
But if you look here, you can still see the blood on the pavement there. But you look at all that blood.
Impressive.
Okay, thanks, officer.
That's McCrane. Spelled M-C,
I got it.
capital C, Crane.
We,
Say my name right, okay?
we just got an ID on the killer.
And?
Well, and we have to notify the family.
Yeah.
Protect their privacy.
Right. So who is it?
What's in it for me?
I'll be your best friend, Hart. You get my catcher's mitt. I'll let you have my two-way Dick Tracy wristwatch. Slice of the movie rights.
Burgess. Elliot Burgess.
Burgess.
Hello?
This is Burgess.
Yes.
Hello, my name is David Leader. I'm a reporter for
I
the...
really can't talk right
I just wanted to ask you a
now.
couple of...
That's not possible.
No, I understand. I
Please,
understand.
it's not.
Yes, I just wanted...
You'll have to, please, leave me alone.
Great. Hello?
Hi. Hey, I thought we were meeting for lunch today.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was interviewing.
Yeah, I figured something was up. So, what are you working on this time?
Austin Blair.
I heard somebody shot him.
Yeah, killer's some rich kid. Family won't talk, not even a TV. But if I can get the goods, this could be the one.
Meaning?
Talk shows, book deals, film rights, you name it. Yeah, this could be the one.
I liked his books.
Whose?
Austin Blair, David. I liked his books.
Oh, please.
I did. They were very smart, witty. He had great insight into women.
Hannah, his books make People magazine look like Proust.
When's the last time you read Proust, David?
So, okay, maybe I've only read the Classics Illustrated version. Haven't you made any dinner? I'm starving.
This pasta, you know which this is?
There's pasta, right?
Yeah, it's the one in the magazine I showed you.
I don't remember.
You don't remember? You asked me to make it for you sometime.
So, now you made it.
You're welcome.
You never told me you read Austin Blair.
Big screen purchase. So come on into any of our 7 Midtown locations now. We're the big...
Open it up!
The monster! The assailant had one flare-type pen in his inner jacket pocket. His pants pocket contained a set of keys, 45 cents in loose change, a wallet containing $51, a membership card to a musicians union, membership card to the Museum of Modern Arts, a social security card, driver's license, 2 credit cards, no photos, and a pocket tape recorder.
Austin Blair appeared on AM New York earlier this week to publicize his latest novel.
And a writer. But I am transforming raw material. And people get, well, huh? Capote did it, and look what happened to him.
Hey, you.
What time is it?
I'll have the ham and
How's it going?
Working on something big.
The Blair killing?
Uh-huh.
You always get the good ones.
Kiss mine.
Good stories, the women.
Yeah, but people respect you, Booth.
Did you ever read any of Blair's stuff?
Not if I could help it.
Why would someone want to whack him?
Didn't like his prose style.
What you got on the killer's family?
Still lived at home with his mother and his father and his sister.
I bet he's the quiet type, always walking little old ladies across the street. And then he hears dogs talking to him. Where'd he get the gun?
He's serious. This is America. Anybody can get a gun. I walk into Safeway, I pick up a gun.
Thought there might be something to finding out where he got the gun, but what do I know? I work for another paper.
I gotta get to the mom before the TV slime. Makes great copy, and moms, they love me.
Oh, my gag.
Hello.
Yes, I'd like to speak to Mrs. Burgess.
Who is this?
I'm a reporter for the...
I'm not good. A spokesman for our firm will make a statement to the press at the appropriate time.
Excuse me, but your son just murdered a
I'm
prominent...
aware of what happened. There will be a statement later.
Right over here. Can you look? Thanks for your cooperation.
Mind if I walk with you?
Do I know you?
No, I'm a reporter for the... Hey, give me a second, okay?
I've got nothing to say.
Hold it, wait. Please, I want to understand.
There's nothing to understand. A terrible thing happened. My brother did a terrible thing. I have to live with that.
I cook for them. I cook the regular dinners. And when they have company, you know, more than 4 or 5, they have somebody extra.
Tell me about Elliot.
I talked already to the police.
Yes, I know, but we have our little arrangement, and I'll bet you could remember a thing or two you forgot to tell them.
Well, he'd stay up in his room long time. Sometimes most of the day. Sometimes he'd be practicing his violin. Other times, nothing.
You ever see a gun in his room?
I never saw a gun. He could raise hell with the father. The two of them always arguing over the sister, Emma. Anybody criticize her, that boy explode, screaming, waving his arms. You want to pay me now?
Why are you following me?
Excuse me?
You're following me. I could call the police. This is harassment. It's against the law.
Believe me, what I do is not against the law. And yes, I was following you. I want to ask you a few questions.
I already told you I have nothing to say.
I think you've got a lot to tell me, but I'd settle for a few minutes. Look, I don't want to follow you anymore. I'm really terrible at it.
I spotted you right away.
See? I'd rather talk to you directly.
No, I can't. Why do you have to know?
It's not me, it's them.
Who's them?
Everybody buying a paper. It's news. Somebody, and it happens to be your brother, and I'm very sorry that it's him, but he kills somebody, they want to know why.
And what about you?
Me? It's just a job, it's my business. But if you talk to me, these crowds will go away. See, they're just when things put in perspective. Once the mystery is solved, the story's over.
I don't have answers. I don't.
Let me be the judge of that. Here, you can call me. My name's David Leader. Here's my office number. Please, give me a call, Miss Burgess.
Give me nothing better than a crap on the 6 o'clock news.
I'm working on it.
Close the door. I'm intrigued by this story. I'm willing to play it out to the end. If you don't have something by the end of the day, make it up. Nothing major, nothing outright false, but factual speculation.
Factual speculation?
You got me where I am today.
Well, I got an angle.
I'm all ears.
It's about justice.
Yeah.
It's a concept, an abstraction. It can't be defined.
Yet we all seek it.
A wrong must be righted. Now, vengeance, we don't think of as one of the highest of human emotions. But, if you ask me, vengeance is at the heart of justice. Now, it's not enough to just catch a bad guy and send him or her away. It's never enough. It's got to be finished. Killing someone, that finishes it, in a way. Fantasize about killing is normal. We all do it.
Now? You need to talk now?
It's important.
I have a meeting in about...
We need to talk now.
Have you seen this movie?
Yes.
Go for 6 months.
No. I don't remember.
We're trying to tackle.
I should have rented something else.
Do you think she's beautiful?
I think she's very beautiful.
She's flawed. She has a funny little black spot on her lip. Someone should tell her.
Why don't you tell her next time you see her?
We could find that spot again. I know we could.
Elliot through Emma. Emma and I, it's been a few weeks since we've gotten together. We talk on the phone. We know each other from school, and then we'd weekend together at the Hamptons.
And Elliot?
Elliot was a very withdrawn person.
Did you ever talk to him?
Always with Emma. He was very protective of Emma. He would have terrible fights with their father.
Over Emma?
Emma could be... I should not be telling you this.
No, 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 no. Please, go ahead.
We used to think Emma was a tease, you know? She had that reputation. She would, I think she's over this period now but she would lead men on. She wouldn't get very serious with any one man, and so she had this reputation. You must think, we used to be very close. I wouldn't want you to think badly of her.
No, no. Now, do you have that picture?
Yeah. Here it is. Like they were a couple.
Can I have this? Thanks, Annie.
So, how's it coming?
Fine. Hey, you know what you could do for me?
What?
You know Austin Blair's book, his latest? You read it?
Not yet.
Maybe you could read it for me, skim it. Tell me what it's about.
What, you want like a book report kind of thing?
Yeah, I'd owe you one.
Try 5.
Personally, I can't stomach the guy's stuff. So what do you say?
I don't know.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Hello?
Hi, David. How are
Hey,
you?
Kathy. You know, I was just thinking about you.
Thinks he's so hot. Big prize winner. Doesn't have time to read a book.
Thinks he's such a hotshot Don Johnson.
You ever notice, like, the source for him is always a woman?
He uses them.
In ways you only dream of.
Hey, this true?
Does it sound true?
Sure.
Then it's true.
Gotta admit, though, I'm gonna miss Austin Blair.
Really?
You ever see him on the talk show? Well, he was quick. Boy, he could rip these guys apart. It's always good for a laugh at someone else's expense.
Excuse me.
This scene runs in a continuous narrative sequence in which there's an intermingling of gods, demigods, and mortals. We now pass from the reading of the ritual and the sacrifice to a complex Dionysiac group which occupies the center panel. In it, the god is reclining upon the lap of his consort, Ariadne. Would you all excuse me for a minute? What are you doing here?
I'm fascinated by Roman frescoes. Really, I come to this section of the museum once a week.
This is intolerable.
Lunch. That's all I ask. Let me buy you lunch. I find it refreshing that you work in the museum once a week. Your father get you the job?
My mother, actually. She's on the board.
Seems the family's on the board of just about everything.
I imagine you have access to our tax returns and phone records.
Yep.
Maybe even go looking through our garbage at night.
Oh, no. I draw the line at garbage shifting. I personally don't believe this all can be explained by just the facts.
Maybe none of us want it explained. Maybe we would rather just...
Of course you would. But here we are in a cafeteria. I'm trying to be pleasant.
That won't change anything.
I'd like to know, why Austin Blair? I mean, he's a novelist, for God's sake. Nobody shoots a writer. I can't imagine anything he'd scribble out would compel someone to shoot him. Or your brother to take his own life.
Elliot read everything. Novels, history, philosophy. He had a brilliant mind, Mr. Leader. He was brilliant and disturbed.
Look, I'm still trying to understand. I think we should talk again, Miss Burgess.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I do. Otherwise, who knows what I'll write about your family.
I have to go.
Have you read this in the paper? What they're saying about Elliot? About that we did nothing to stop him. As if we could. As if we were responsible.
I don't wish to discuss this further. Do not give them the satisfaction, dear.
Okay, so I looked at Blair's book last night.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it was slick but entertaining. Lifestyles of the decadent, rich, and famous, you know?
And?
This woman, Muriel, she's the Deb from this rich family. Family's very old money, very conservative, and she's the black sheep. She's always sleeping around and getting smashed and getting in the newspapers and embarrassing the family.
Got it.
but in reality, she just wants to be loved. She's even sleeping with her brother, I think. Oh, and I figured out who some of the other characters are supposed to be. One of them is Jackie, I think. It was trashy, but I liked it. Somebody left this for you.
Who?
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 This woman.
What's she look like?
What's she look like?
What are you, a friggin' parrot?
You know, I tell you this woman leaves this thing, and you know, I read the book for you. And so next time, I'm not going to help you out.
Jerk.
Jerk.
Simon, little buddy.
What do you want?
Let's chill out, okay? I'm sorry, all right? Thanks. Thank you for your help.
It's all right.
So, you got a tape player?
Like, do I have one on me?
Yeah!
For you. You want to borrow a tape player from me?
Yes.
Sorry, I don't have one.
Okay, tell the boss if he wants me. I'm working at home.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. October 7th. I begin these tapes as a record of the conspiracy I begin to see revealed. I will record the facts. Let the facts speak for themselves. Let the facts speak for themselves. Sorry. I'm...
What is it, Elliot?
It's all right. I'm letting the world know. I'm setting it down.
What are you talking about?
I'm reading Austin Blair's new book.
Yes?
He knows what's going on. October 8th. I finished Blair's book in a rush. I saw what his intention was. Blair has, in some way I've yet to determine, been spying on our lives. He has taken our existence and for his own sinister purposes turned us into grotesques. But this will not go unanswered. Perhaps you are unaware of what is happening.
Are you speaking to me, Elliot?
I'm talking to you and Mother.
And of what are we unaware?
The conspiracy to discredit this family.
What conspiracy?
What do you people do all day?
All right, Elliot, there's no need to be...
I'm sorry, I just seem to be the only person taking this seriously.
He's talking about Austin Blair.
The writer?
You're a lawyer. You should do something, legally.
What are you talking about?
In this piece he calls a fiction, he's written a portrait of us, of the family, in highly unflattering terms. I think we have a very solid legal case, and I think we should seek damages.
I haven't read this book. Do you have a copy?
I destroyed it. I burned it.
Elliot, don't be so melodramatic.
It's in my room. I'll get it.
Please finish dinner.
We'll deal with this after dinner.
Yes. All right. Yes, yes, yes. Yes.
I called the paper. They said you'd left.
I wanted to work here.
Did you even notice I wasn't here last night, David? Did you?
Not really. We're all grown-ups here, aren't we?
I'm a grown-up, David. Listen, I hope this important story you're working on is going well.
It is.
And you don't need my help.
No.
I know where this is going to go.
You do?
This story. You're not exactly sure where it's leading, and that's exciting. But I know it's about the girl, David. Your stories like this are always about the girl, and God, this one you just
Don't
want
throw that at me.
Why not? It's the truth.
Oh, back off, okay? What do you want from me?
You know what I've decided?
What?
I don't want to be just another chapter in your big story, you know. I'm not up for that.
Fine. What's for dessert? Give me a day or two and I'll have something good.
How good? Every other paper in town's moving the story to the back pages.
I'm working on a source. I've got a lead. I've just got to play it out.
Your hunch, huh?
Now, don't get excited, but I'm working on something that could put us out in front of everybody.
I love this guy. Why do I love this guy so much?
Because I deliver.
Later! What have you been up to?
What's he been up? Are you kidding? Is he kidding?
I'm only doing the biggest story in town. Austin Blair.
What about Austin Blair?
About him being shot.
Austin Blair was shot? When did this happen?
Read something besides the sports page you work on, Ray.
Really? Somebody shot him? Who's Austin Blair?
You got a car?
Why do you need a car? Uh-oh. Why you need a car?
Get the hell out of New York.
Where are you gonna go? You hate the rest of the country.
Not appreciated here.
We should all have your problems.
You know, it's too bad that you work for that rag. We should be working together. You're too good to be working for another...
You know what?
What?
It's lonely at the top, leader.
Hello?
Who is it? Delivery from Simon at the New York Globe.
October 11th. I present evidence to Emma. I taped a number of appearances on these talk shows. Look, this is... Yeah.
I do.
Here, he admits it.
It's my job to observe. And yes, use people. Their lives, their personal lives. That's what makes good fiction. Well, fiction that sells.
But then isn't what you're doing, isn't it more a job of reporting?
Oh, you could say that, of course. But I am transforming raw material, and these people get, well, Capote did it. Look what happened to him. But like him, oh, I know these people. I know their world. I know their dirty little secrets. Wouldn't you like to know what I know?
I never read his books, Elliot. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. What's wrong with you that you don't even...
We shouldn't argue about this. We never argue.
Yes. I now believe I'm being followed by detectives. Or some person seeking to do me harm. I tried to call Austin Blair. His number's unlisted, of course. So now I'm going to write him, stating my objections and asking for an apology. Perhaps he'll be a gentleman and respond. you have any books by Austin Blair?
Yeah, he's very popular. Over there is the novel. We have some signed copies left.
Thank you.
Yes.
October 13th. Getting no response from Blair, I take action. I go to City Hall.
May I help you?
Elliot Burgess. I'm here to see the mayor.
Mayor?
Yes, the mayor of New York City. This is where his office is. I'd like to see him. It's very important.
I'm afraid you can't come here.
Yes, of course. I didn't make an appointment. Perhaps I can make an appointment to... Do I need to do that? Could you do that for me?
Well, there is an assistant available to help
That's terrific. That'd be great. Can I talk to him?
Mr. Burgess, I still don't see what this has to do with the office of the mayor.
Well, I believe I said Austin Blair has hired people to follow me.
I see.
They're from... They follow me. Sometimes there are two of them. You just think
It does seem to be an overreaction. I don't understand why a writer of Mr. Blair's reputation...
I'd like to point out that my father is a very prominent attorney in this city.
I'm aware of who your father is. I'm also aware of how helpful he was in the mayor's re-election campaign. Why don't you let me look into this?
I appreciate that, Mr. Adamson.
I read sections of this novel you've been ranting about, Elliot. There are really no legal grounds for action, as far as I can see. Besides, isn't there an Austin Blair at our club? We all met him.
I don't remember that.
Well, I'm sure if he's a member, he would never write about us.
Thanks for taking the time to see me, Mr. Wilson.
Not at all. Though I generally don't make it a habit to talk to the papers. Unofficial club policy.
The Burgesses are members here at the club.
Yes, though they don't seem to make it out here to the island as often as they used to. Now they're out here 2-3 weeks during the summer, that's all.
But they come out here on occasion.
Yes, Emma, I've seen a few times. She shows up. She's a real charmer. You've met Emma Burgess?
Oh, yes. I interviewed her for the story.
Oh, yes. Yes, one about Elliot and the... You know, it's best not to talk too much about that one yet. You know, I've always thought he was a bit...
You wouldn't have a register, something like that, that tells when the family was here?
Oh, yes. Yes, I'm sure there's a record when they signed for meals, you know. We sent them a yearly statement.
If I could just take a look at...
No, I don't know about this. Members like their privacy, you know.
I understand. But I'd really like to help out on the down payment of that sailboat you've been eyeing.
Sailboat? Oh, yes, that one. Well, she's a real beauty, sir.
Just a few hundred for the...
Tell me, how'd you know I was the sailing sort?
It's my job.
October 15th. I do not know whether Blair ever met my sister or not. It doesn't matter. He admitted to the public at large that it was his job, his profession, his art to turn life into fiction. But there is a cost. Austin Blair should know the cost of his fiction, and he will. I now believe that Blair is trying to fake a case against me, or do me serious bodily harm. Or both. Last night, about 10 o'clock, I was looking out my window when I noticed an attractive young woman standing at a second-story window across from me. This woman was 20 years old. She smiled over at me in a pointed manner, and on catching sight of me, she lifted her hand and waved it. I could not decide if this was an involuntary motion of interest on seeing me, or was meant as a sign of encouragement for me to start flirting with her. A man then came in sight. It was Austin Blair. I think the woman was a relative of Blair's, and the two of them were amusing themselves at my expense.
Fact is stranger than fiction, they say.
Is that what they say?
She wants me to know
Know what?
what was happening in the family. But these tapes, they only cover a week.
Maybe not.
Oh, there's more. She's doing it just how I want.
Unless she's doing you.
We need to go somewhere. I've read Austin Blair's novel. I liked it very much. Those tapes, I could have printed them. Don't you understand? I could have done that. But I'm breaking the rules. I'm doing that for you.
They are everywhere now. I know who you are. Why are you doing this? I said I know who you are. You work for the mayor.
I think it'd be best if you went back to your table.
I recognize who you are.
Well, I'm not in my office now. I'm trying to... People are looking at us.
I give these facts for what they may be worth. Called again last night on Blair. They said he had gone, so my trouble has been in vain. Is he at home now? Is Blair watching me? Blair's ignoring of my last letter is itself a confession of guilt. A man who has done nothing wrong will listen to a man who claims that he has. Also, the whole tone of my letter showed that my intentions were as amicable as he would let them be.
Elliot.
Yes?
I think maybe it would help if you talk with someone.
I love you, Emma. I won't let anyone do anything to disgrace you. I would never let that
No,
happen.
Elliot. Maybe it would be good if you talk with someone who doesn't know us, who could be objective about all of this.
If you think it, will you?
I do.
I haven't read this particular book.
Then I wonder how qualified you are to continue this discussion.
Well, I feel I'm qualified to talk to you about this feeling that you're followed by agents of...
Blair, Austin Blair. I do not know conclusively that they work for him. I do not have proof.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, sure.
I found Elliot a very stimulating case. Very stimulating.
Did he ever talk about in any detail? I mean, what it was exactly that made him feel...
Well, you know, I finally read this novel of his, of Blair's, and I didn't understand what all the, I didn't find it particularly well written or insightful.
Exactly.
Don't read much fiction myself, don't have the time.
But Elliot...
Yes, Elliot read to the point where fiction and fact blurred. I tried to impress on Elliot the need to stick to the facts. Like you do, as a newspaper reporter. You can't print lies, can you?
No, of course not.
October 17th. Here are some thoughts I've written down for titles, poems, or articles. Dreams in the dark. Love and pain. The Vulture.
Let me see them.
Well, I haven't actually written them yet. Poems. But I have every intention of doing so.
Show them to me when you do.
I'll send them to you first.
You'll send them?
I'll show them to you. Did I say send them? Oh, that's funny. That doctor, the one that I said I've been going to, I don't go there.
You don't?
No. I go to the movies. I go to the movies and then I come home. And I practice. I practice the violin. I know I haven't played in a while. Violin. I'll play for you, though.
That's good.
You love me, Emma. Say you love me.
Stop this.
October 30th. October 30th. They're spying on me.
Elliot? What are you doing on the floor?
What?
Were you sleeping on the floor?
No. I was exercising. It was concentration exercises, Eastern mind expansion techniques.
Oh, how interesting.
I've never done this before. Appreciate your help.
Oh, you'll need to fill out these applications for a license. It'll take about 2 weeks.
Not in that much of a hurry. They'll wait for me till then.
It's beautiful.
It's just... It's been some time since I...
I'm sorry I came in.
Don't be sorry. November 2. Bliss is an effervescence, joy a flood, happiness is golden. November 11th. Armed, I feel great power. I feel invincible. This is what the common criminal must feel. This lack of power transformed by the gun in the pocket. Does that make me a common criminal? I would like to talk to someone from the Metropolitan section.
Who are you?
I have some information about a news story.
What news story?
Well, it hasn't actually happened yet.
We're all pretty busy right now. Why don't you leave me your name and phone number? When this story actually happens, we'll get in touch with you.
Thank you.
Phone you later.
Elliot, do you think that that doctor has been of any help?
A great deal. He puts so much in perspective.
You ought to. It costs enough.
Since when do you worry about what things cost?
I just don't like to be hustled.
He is very well respected in his field.
If you believe in that sort of thing. But I never had to go and talk about my childhood or my dreams to some total stranger. I'm doing just fine. Thank you very much. Elliot stays in the house too much.
I don't really.
I don't think he does.
I think the solution is read less fiction, more history. I was a history major before law school. The Civil War. Now that's a fascinating subject. You have to look to the future.
Yes. Maybe going back to school.
And do what?
Law. Perhaps you could find a place in...
No, thank you. Being an attorney doesn't appeal to me.
Elliot, you have to do something.
Maybe I'll run for office. Political office.
That would be exciting.
He's not serious.
I talked to the mayor the other day.
No one would vote for you.
You could make them vote for me, Father.
Mm-hmm.
Can I help you?
Oh, where's the dining room?
Are you a member, sir?
Actually, I was wondering if I could just look at your dining room.
Well, I'm afraid it's members only, but if you know a member of the club, you could have a drink as a guest.
I'm a reporter doing a story on Austin Blair.
Oh, I see. Well, I think perhaps
It's all right. He'll be my guest.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm Reggie Shaw. Let me get you a drink. God knows I need one. Well, it's dinner time in London, so somebody must be toasting me. Austin. Look around you here. The average age of the members of this club is the same as room temperature. And we're all disgustingly rich. We have more money than we know what to do with. So most of us marry 6 times or drink.
What about Blair?
Oh, he only married 3 or 4 times. And I could drink him under the table. No, he's a nice fellow. Actually, you know, I miss him a very great deal. He was so wonderfully nasty, but nasty in a very witty way. I miss that here.
And you had lunch with him that afternoon?
The afternoon he was shot, yes, I did. You know what I remember most?
What?
The poached salmon was off. Now, the poached salmon is never off. Should have been a warning.
Well, how could you have known?
Well, I couldn't really, but he did mention various letters and phone calls. Well, he did get those sometimes. Well, he's a public figure, and someone disagrees with you. It does happen. Well, who knows? Someone may be stalking you right now.
Me?
It's somebody who doesn't especially like the way you've been nosing around so much. No, the thing that I have learned about the people who join clubs like this.
Yes?
They like quiet, and they're willing to pay for it. I don't suppose you have a price?
Everybody's got a price.
What's yours, young man?
Good lunch at a fancy private club.
With a charming old fart like me.
What are you doing?
If I had a gun, you know how easy it would be to kill you?
Really easy. Are you robbing me or something?
Oh, no, not at all. I'm imagining what it'd be like to walk up to someone you don't know and shoot them. I don't have a gun.
That's good for me.
Have a nice day. Why does somebody kill?
To be God. The power of life and death.
But then why does he kill himself?
Guilt over exercising that power. He must punish himself. Huh? We all fantasize about the ability to kill. It's normal. The actual realization is abnormal, but we, all of us, at some time fantasize about killing somebody.
For example?
For example, I might think about killing my father. I did think about killing him. In his eyes, I constantly fail. No matter what, I'm a
failure.
The child in me,
the unconscious,
wants to kill him. But do I? No. But the wish is there. You ever want to kill somebody?
Sure. Sure, someone I don't like. Someone who makes more money than I do. Someone that I think doesn't deserve the recognition they have.
Sure. Of course, somebody could feel that way about you.
Wow! November 20th. I have decided to confront Blair. Are you Austin Blair?
No.
Sorry, I thought you might have been someone else.
I received a phone call today at my office.
I imagine you receive several every day, but I suppose this pertained to me.
Well, it was from this doctor, the one you were supposedly seeing. Now, he says you break appointments or you don't show up.
You've lied to us.
The man's an idiot. He's a non-entity.
I think that you should talk to this person.
We're concerned about you.
I'm really very capable.
I will not be humiliated. I have a position. You will see this doctor tomorrow. That's understood.
I go to another doctor so that they will feel this might deter me. It won't. You can fool them. They like to hear themselves talk, the doctors. You pay them to hear them talk, then you talk, then they talk, and then you go home.
I'd like to recommend some medication. Perhaps that might be just...
Do you think I should...
Well, let's just be safe, shall we? See you Thursday.
I'm glad that you're seeing this.
Dr. Leonard. Yes, he's very good. He agrees we have a case, Father. He does.
Why couldn't God have made things move as quick as light rather than as slow as planets? I wish I could have been introduced to Austin Blair some time ago. Things would have turned out so differently.
I noticed something today, Father. I noticed on a legal pad in your office that you had written your name 5 times to form a star. And that once you had written your name in a circle.
That doesn't mean anything.
And also I noticed that you had a habit of writing your name on little slips of paper torn from book margins, fly leaves, and the backs of bills. It indicates to me a type of compulsive behavior that surprised me. Perhaps it would help you to talk to someone about this.
The doctor has put him on medication.
Please don't whisper about me. It's very rude.
You're right. We're sorry. Emma, are you going out later?
Yes. I'm meeting a friend from school. Oh, you remember Ann Hodges?
Oh, yes, of course.
She's a cow. She's also rumored to be bisexual. A bisexual bovine. I cannot finish this food.
Can I help you?
Yes. Does Austin Blair live here?
Yes. Do you know what time it is?
I'm aware of the time. I would like to see Austin Blair.
Well, he's not here.
Do you know who you're talking to?
Listen, get out of my face before I call the cops.
You tell him Elliot Burgess was here. You tell him.
Idiot.
You shouldn't have this.
Feel how heavy it is? It's much heavier than I imagined. The man in the store said it was one of the better models. It would do the job.
Promise me you'll never use this.
I should never have showed you. I've lost you, Emma. I've lost you to somebody else. Nothing matters if I've lost you. A man in the world who does just about as he pleases is liable to be a social outcast, a member of the top 400, or both.
Perhaps the blue pinstripe, Elliot.
I can do this myself, Mother.
Of course. But it's very important, the picture you give to the world.
I'm old enough to pick out my own clothes.
You'd be lost without me.
Don't patronize me, Mother. Please, don't. I look for Austin Blair. In the park, at his club, outside his home. It's time. The world is beautiful. I carry the gun with me, just in case.
I'm going to talk to her, but she's...
Trouble. This woman sounds like trouble.
I know it's wrong, but I got to.
What's so special about this one?
If you saw her, you wouldn't ask.
Really?
Really, I'm gonna see this out. If you were me, you would too. I know you.
The lawyer said I shouldn't be seeing you.
Those tapes Elliot made, you left them for me.
You have no idea.
Give me a little credit. You left me the tapes. You knew I'd have to listen to them all, and you knew I'd use them. And I'll use them, but not how you meant for me to. Shall I go on?
All right.
At first, when I figured it was you left me the tapes, I couldn't answer a big question. Why drop this stuff in my lap? I couldn't see it as some compulsion to have the world know the truth, far from it. After all, you'd been acting all along like I was some sort of vampire, taking your family and your life and putting them in the papers.
It's your job, Mr. Lader.
So I come back to why. Why the tapes and why me? Because to anyone listening to the tapes, they prove that Elliot was insane, that he was convinced that Austin Blair was writing about you, that somehow he'd found out your dirty little secrets. And Elliot loved you too much to let that go. But the truth is that what Elliot thought was true was true.
What exactly is that?
That, in fact, Austin Blair was writing about you. That you told him everything he needed, that you slept with Blair. Elliot wasn't fantasizing, not as much as you want people to believe. You did know him. I went out to your club, and the records showed when you were there the summer before. And I did a little further looking, and I found out when Austin Blair was there, too. There were enough times in common to draw some conclusions.
You can't prove anything.
I don't have to. I'm not a lawyer. I'm a reporter. I work for a newspaper. You're guilty until proven innocent. All I have to do is say it, and it's true. And I think you know that, which is why you left me the tapes. But I didn't come up with the story you needed.
Why are you doing this to me?
You're just a story, Emma.
I don't believe that.
Look.
You don't either. Why don't you get out of my life?
I'm not in your life.
It's not true. None of what you say is true. How can you live with yourself when you do this to people?
Sometimes I can't.
Emma, you should know I've directed the firm to continue libel proceedings against the paper.
Don't think that's necessary.
You don't?
No. I'm taking care of this on my own. We don't need to involve the firm. I'll see it through and it'll be settled our way.
December 1st.
Emma, in my room, I've kept a record of what's happened on tape. I've put down the facts and my thoughts.
I don't think that's...
It's important that everything be documented. I'm leaving it for you.
I don't want this, Elliot.
Even if we were awarded a decision, it wouldn't be enough. Vengeance is at the heart of justice. I'm just completing something Blair started.
Your scarf, sir. Have a nice day, sir.
You're Austin Blair?
Yes.
Here you go. Here I go.
Yeah, is Connelly there? What are you
Let me
doing
go.
here? You were standing outside
No,
my
I know I shouldn't have come here. I had to. I was afraid to call you. So... My family. They don't know.
About you and Blair?
No. And they're proceeding with this lawsuit. When what you know comes out, it's gonna ruin our family. Look, I don't care about myself. I don't care what anybody has to say about me. I have done these things. I live in this world where everybody does these things. Maybe when you have money, you get bored, huh? Tonight with you, I wanted to sleep with you. You wanted it too. Didn't you?
Yes.
I knew that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have come. I knew you wanted me. How much did you think about this happening?
Too much.
You won't let me go until we do this.
No.
It's happening.
I'm thinking about taking some time off.
Time off from what?
From the paper. I want to spend time with her.
Hmm?
It's important I do that, you know.
So you're taking time off of the broad?
Yes.
What? What are you saying here, Dave?
I'm saying that the story is there is no story. This kid Elliot was crazy. And he gets an idea that this book was written about him and his family, and he's nuts. And it was a waste of time. I didn't find out anything new.
What's this about? Is this about more money, Mr. L? Is this about you need to make more money? What, the Trib wants you over there? I work for the Trib. They're scum. You're better off staying here. We can
It's
negotiate
not
something.
about money.
You told me you were on to something.
But I was wrong. I don't know.
You don't know? You don't know what? You're on drugs? This is a series. It's good. Okay, you're stuck a little. People aren't talking. You feel you deserve a higher salary.
It's got nothing to do with...
We've been here before, leader. We've reached this point. Is the story blue ribbon or is it a bust? You told me. You said, give me a few days. I got something. I held you in reserve. Now it's time off.
I can't finish it.
Tell me something else.
Get someone else. God help me, get Simon. Better yet, just let it die.
Oh. The lawyer's been talking to you?
No.
No, any libel thing, the paper, we're behind you. It's all, we can beat it.
That's
Don't sweat
it. I'm done with it. I'm off the story.
You are?
Thought you should know. I told them there was no more story. I don't know what exactly. I'm thinking of you.
Tell my father to drop the suit. Stop legal proceedings against the paper. He's not. If I refuse to testify, there is no case. We can't do this again. We can't.
Why not?
I don't trust you. That's the problem.
What if I gave you something?
What?
Something valuable.
What?
What are you laughing at?
Back to bed, Elliot.
Be serious.
I am serious. You told the paper you want time off? Spend it with me.
I intend to. But we can't just disappear. How's it going to look?
Do you care how things look?
No.
The story's over. I mean, you're finished with it, right?
Right.
And it ends with Elliot. Elliot was crazy, just like they said.
Just like we said.
So go away with me.
I want to.
All right. I'll make the arrangements.
What's this?
I'm leaving, Simon.
Another assignment, huh?
Taking some time off.
Couldn't finish that great American novel you've been struggling with, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, good luck.
Thanks. Hey, you can have this. It's not bad. I quit the paper. It was everything I ever wanted, and I just tossed it.
Funny you should bring this up. Guess who calls me today?
Who?
Connelly.
Really?
Yeah. Asks if I want to work with him. Says he's always had his eye on me. Says he thinks I could go the distance. Offers me your job. So I take it.
What can I say? I congratulate you on this career move. I do.
I gotta say, I don't know what you're doing.
Neither do I. But it's too late. It's out of my hands.
Hi. We're on Northwest Flight 763. Meet me at JFK at 4 p.m. Everything is ready.
Okay, I have everything.
Attention all passengers of Washington Shuttle Flight 419. There has been a gate change.
Hello? I'm here to pick up some tickets, Flight 763.
Your name?
David Leader. And one should be under Burgess, Emma Burgess.
Mr. Leader, we have your reservation, but there's no Burgess, no Emma Burgess. Might it be under some other name?
Check it again. Burgess, B-U-R-G-E-S-S.
Nothing under that.
Look, I'm meeting someone here, and there's gotta be...
I'm sorry.
The number you have reached is not in service at this time, and there is no new number. Please be sure you have checked the telephone directory for the right number and you are dialing correctly. This is a recording. Northwest Flight 763 is now ready for boarding at gate 22. All ticketed passengers may now board at this time.
Should I clear?
Well, I'm not quite finished.
Yes, you can clear, Jean. We're done now. You can take it away.